Hello, everybody. Welcome. Let's see, who's it? Desert Ghost. Hello. I began my alchemist and spiritual journey 2 years ago. Nice, good stuff. Thanks for joining. And Jessica's here. Hello. Yes, I am well. Hope you're well. Yolanda's here and Zanka. Welcome. Thank you for joining. All right. Going to get the music started, I think. Let's just, what am I doing? I'm going to play this one. Coming through. Right. Should be that one. Okay, that's going through. Let me know if it's too soft, because it looks soft on my end. Alright. Hope everybody has had a fantastic week. Mine has been busy again. But it's good. It's been a good week. Okay, so for those who are new to the Covenstead, there's no specific topic we talk about. This is just if you've got anything you want to chat about, questions you may have, perspectives you may want, then just drop them in the live chat and we'll talk about them. And if anybody else wants to contribute, then go ahead. That's what a community's for. You're not hearing it clearly. Let me just go to the next one. This is a bit. No, it looks like it's a bit soft in the volume though. Okay. Let me know if that's better. It should be 20. Yeah, let me know if that's better. Right, Luke's here. Hello, Luke. Fatherly, in this year, it's year of snake, getting rid of negativity and new beginnings. Is it also for you in this way? I'm surprised. It's the second month, and already many things happening. This year's going to be. We did a astrology forecast for 2025 a couple of weeks back actually, and it's going to be a bit of a rough year, but. I'm not sure about 2026, but it's, yeah, I mean, that whole, what is going on with my screens now? Hold on. Something's going weird again. Just make sure I'm still on. Because all of my OBS screens have just gone blank. Still faint, but okay, yeah. Alright, I'm still on. Don't know what's going on, my screens just went blank and came back and parts of my OBS were gone. Anyway, we're still here. Yeah, apparently this year's going to be kind of rough, but yeah, the year of the snake, getting rid of negativity and new things, kind of feels like that, seems like that. To me, anyway. Just go over the song will sound good. Okay, good stuff. And Yolanda's not using the headset. That's probably why it's at the top of you then. Yep. Arena's here. Hello, Arena. And they said hello to people in the chat as well. Hello, everybody in the chat. What is going on here? Go over here. That's better, I can see better. Okay. So what's everybody want to chat about? I always start with my books I'm reading. Let's see. I don't think much has changed really. I'm reading the second book of Kenneth Grant, which is Aleister Crowley and the Hidden God. Ben's here. Hello, Ben. I am also reading Waking in the Witchblood by Nathan King, so I'm going to be reviewing that. And I'm also reading. Go check, shall we? Luke said, yes, it seems so interesting. In the end of January, I finally found a job, and a few days later, I meet a girl, and our connection is just no words. Lives 1,000 kilometers away, but doesn't matter. Very excited. Good stuff. Hey, if you're getting good things happening, then you know, can't really complain. I'm also reading the Pip Tricks and tentatively reading Kabbalistic Concepts, and still reading New Magic. That's the fiction. Yolandi, my year is very, 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 very challenging. Yes, I know it is. It is going to be for a lot of people, I think. Not an easy one. Jessica said this year feels like a time for extra protection. It's brought a lot of purging already of people and starting a new path. This one, the path of the Horned Serpent. Good stuff. Great. I'm glad you're going to join. I think you'll find a lot of benefit from it. And yeah, I think protection and cleansing, you know, keeping that negativity off, you know, keeping ourselves as energetically cleaned as we can, that's going to be important this year, from what I got. Yolandi, I was supposed to have a break because Pluto finally left my sign. It might take a while. I mean, Pluto's very, very slow moving, from what I know about astrology. I'm talking like I know astrology, but from what I know, anyway, Pluto is very, very slow moving, so, you know, it might take a while for that that change to happen. I'm not sure. Speak to somebody more proficient in that area, I think. But yeah, it's bloody hot here at the moment, I can tell you that. I have my fan blasting on the floor, from the floor. Let's see. Until everybody starts chatting a bit more, I suppose I can talk about what I'm doing. Looks like the stream's a bit slow, but that's okay. Oh, there's quite a few people here. If you are not aware, just in case you aren't and you're watching, I am going to be starting the Obsidian Veil protection and cleansing thing. The first live ritual is going to be at the 28th of February, at the end of this month. But if you want to hop onto that, it's kind of a service that I'm going to be offering, a monthly ritual that I'm going to be doing for everybody who is connected to that particular circle of members. You'll find it on Patreon. It's called the Obsidian Veil. It's $10 a month, and yeah, like I said, it's going to be focused on protection and cleansing for everybody, all the members within that circle. So hopping over to Patreon, the link's in the bottom of the video. It's live, so you find it there. Johanna's here. Hello, Johanna. Thanks for joining. So there is that. I've got a new project I'm going to be starting. It's going to be a while before that gets running though. It's going to be called Witch Academy. and it's going to be focused on all disciplines, and from your starter neo-pagan person who's just hearing about witchcraft and wants to know more and what it is and what it involves. It's going to be a 52-week, 13 lunar month course, a text course. It's going to be free on there, and then all the other courses will be sold. It's going to be kind of like a Udemy for witches and occult and everything else. So it's going to involve everything. Patreon is going to be focused just on me, and my own worldview, path, what I teach personally. But Witch Academy is just going to be everything under the sun regarding witchcraft, occult, esoteric, everything. All right. So, but that's going to be a while before that gets up and running. Johanna, weight focused on protection. Yeah, it's the. I'm not sure if you have heard about it then. So if you go onto Patreon, you'll find a new tier there. It's called the Obsidian Veil, which is $10 a month. And what I'll be doing is every new moon, I'll be doing a live streamed ritual where I call on Hecate and Nagal to do cleansing and protection for everybody who is connected to that. If you are on one of my Patreon tiers above the Obsidian Veil, so that would include the Every Ball Project, one of the Temple tiers, then you'll obviously be connected to that one to begin with. So yeah. Jessica, I'm super excited for this. Is there anything you can share in regards to the first degree? Where I noticed that OBS is connected, so let's make sure it connects again, and then I can carry on talking rubbish. Alright, so here we go, we're back again. Okay, sorry about that, looks like I got disconnected by OBS. It has to happen once. Alright, so the Temple of the Horned Serpent first degree training stuff it's really my own path. It's what I believe, my worldview, and the things that I would basically, if I was kind of like starting out in witchcraft again and the occult, this is kind of like the approach that I would want to give somebody like myself for that first about 8-9 months. It's kind of intense training because you know you are trying to awaken your psychic senses and your powers and your energies and everything else, get the energy body flowing and all of that stuff, and therefore it is, you know, there is a daily practice that you have to do to make sure that those energies are moving. But this is kind of like the training that I would want to give myself if I could go back and give myself training. So it is my own path, it's my worldview, it's what I do, how I practice. And the first degree training is, as I said, there is a daily practice to it, which is exercises to help you with the energy work and everything else to get you awakened, activated, all those weird terms. But also includes some magical practices like sigil magic, candle magic, pocket magic, and working with a mirror box. So you get to do some practical stuff. And you also go through the compass round or the circle casting method that I have in there. I do focus it more on the compass round because that is kind of like something that you'll take through your whole life. It becomes a representation or a map of your own personal worldview at the end of the day. But then you meet the elemental kings. You go on journeys to meet the elemental kings, and you know learn to lay the compass or cast the circle. Mostly compass, and yeah, so you go through some practical stuff as well, and yeah, it's kind of a complete, like a year training to get you going. And once you've done that, you can go off on your own, do whatever you want to do. You've got your foundational work all set and ready, and you know how to get into trance, you know how to do meditation, you know how to work with energy itself, you know how to talk with spirits because you have, during the training, you've talked with spirits, you've connected with your fetch beast, your lower self. So all of these things, you've got solid foundation to go ahead. You can do whatever you want to, or you can carry on in the temple if you want to. So at that point, it's a decision we have to make together. Um, yeah, so that's the temple stuff. Witch Academy is going to be completely separate to Patreon and the temple. Right, Landy asked, will we be writing tests? Absolutely, yes. There are going to be exercises to do. I don't know about tests, but after all the theory stuff, there's going to be practical stuff that you have to do. So it will be like in the introduction to witchcraft, Neo-Pagan course. There's going to be a lot of stuff, a lot of journaling to do. Because you are kind of examining your own perspective on things to forge your own path forward. So, yeah, I guess you could call that writing tests. Regan say, hello Regan, I'm using water incense candle to connect to my ancestors. Please let okay. Yeah, that's absolutely perfect. That's all you really need to begin with. You might find that as you carry on, you might want to add pictures of deceased loved ones. You may have particular items that they had in life that they liked, and therefore you can add that to the altar. But yeah, start with water, incense, and a candle. That's all you need. And you sit down. The water is an offering to them. It's giving them energy, giving them sustenance, and then just start talking and talk for a while. I like to just kind of tell them about my day, how things are going, what's going on in my life, and all of that stuff, and ask them for advice. And then be silent for a while. Just be quiet, and don't forcefully kind of listen for something, but just be silent. Have that meditative silence for a period of time, just so you can, if any messages come through, at least you can hear them because you're not chattering away. And just see what comes through. It might take a little while to actually get that connection and get that communication going, but that's the same with any practice. We have to practice it before we can do it properly. So just do that, and don't reach out to a specific ancestor. Don't a named relative or something like that. Reach out to your ancestors in general. I usually refer to the Desir in this regard, which is kind of like the ancestral mother, which is a figure that represents all of the ancestors really. It just makes things easier and safer actually. Turn the volume down on my side a bit because I can't hear myself talk at the same time. Johanna, I have to check that out. I'd love to join the Witch Academy. Well, just you're here occasionally, so I'm sure at some point when it gets launched, and there's actually something to put on there because I've got a lot to write, a lot to record and get through. But the other thing is other people can come along and become instructors. So if you have a course that you want to do and put onto Witch Academy and earn some money, then you will be able to do that as well. So that's going to be an option. As I said, it's going to be like Udemy. Arena, will we have Kai as a guest professor? I'm not sure. Kai is more of a hands-on kind of teacher, rather than the pre-recorded lessons. They just prefer the more personal one-on-one or teaching a group or something like that. But rather than this pre-recorded that kind of gets put out there and you just leave it, it's a bit of a different approach for Kai usually. Johanna, there are 13 people here now. Are there? Good stuff. I got 15 people on my side. Might have been 13 when you said that. Yeah, it could have been. Fat Muppets here. Hello. Where to join this course and in which format will there be video calls? Which one are you talking about? Because at the moment we're actually talking about two separate things. The first is Temple of the Horn Serpent, which is on my Patreon, which is the first degree stuff. And the other thing is the Witch Academy, which is still way off down the line. The Temple of the Horn Serpent stuff, there can be video calls. I've got 3. Okay, so the Temple of the Horn Serpent stuff, I've got 3 tiers there. The $15 tier is you get the material and you can send texts and ask questions via text. When I do, I answer them in a video each week, if there are questions, obviously. The second tier is $40, and you then get a one-on-one video call over Zoom once a month. And the other one is the $100 a month, where you get a one-on-one video call once a week. Okay, so that's the Temple of the Horn Serpent on Patreon. As I said, the Witch Academy is just going to be a Udemy type of thing, so that's going to be video and text-based, really, courses for everything. Jessica, thanks to Awesomeness Johnson, appreciate it. I'm motivated, a lot of training, time to move forward spiritually and embrace this new path. Thanks. It's an absolute pleasure. And Regan said thank you, it's a pleasure. Johanna, really, that's cool. Okay, alright. I'm not sure, I can't remember what we were talking about now.